Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we're going to be talking about something really kind of been somewhat apparent throughout the gaming console universe, or whatever you guys want to go and call it, where we're seeing now the console wars heating up once again. Now, as you guys probably know, Starfield's one of those really big games that are under, I'd say, the watchful eye of millions. A lot of folks are going to be curious if the very first, pretty much, of this generation Xbox game is going to finally go and good, if there's going to be a momentum switch, if people are going to be excited for Starfield, if people are going to be hating on Starfield, and for some odd reason, this game is going to be one of the most scrutinized games I think I've ever seen in my entire life. Now, this is not an exaggeration. I don't think I've ever seen a game that's been more critiqued before the game is even out, or even early reviews are out, or anything else than Starfield. We've been seeing drama, we've been seeing devs being called out, we're seeing people assuming the game is going to be absolutely dreadfully horrible, and almost everyone and their mother is just hopefully excited to play this game. Myself included, I think this game is going to hopefully be a good game, especially based on Fallout games, like Skyrim, etc. And I've had a lot of good experiences with those games, even if there are bugs or issues or glitches or anything else in between. And that was also many years ago, and even Fallout 76 was surprisingly a good game. Like, I generally liked it, although it had a lot of lackluster issues, a lot of things they had to fix, but the overall vibe, and after a few patches and a few, years, the game did get better. But right now, it seems like Starfield, since it's under so much more scrutiny, is about to go and make one of the most annoying and stressful conversations probably for the next few weeks, if not even the next few months, when it comes to Starfield, when it comes to Spider-Man, when it comes to competition, when it comes to console wars, when it comes to PlayStation versus Xbox. And well, for me, who is definitely a drama, I know it's been kind of drama horror, I love this type of stuff. It's fun to talk about, fun to hear people's opinions, and definitely hear your takes on it as well, but it's also one of the most obnoxious things going back and forth. So we're going to talk about this because this has been a, somewhat intriguing thing. It's also kind of stems off of here where Paul Tassi actually made an article discussing the fact and kind of highlighting that Starfield is about to generate the most annoying Xbox PlayStation console war in years. I'm going to go more so chime on this one because I just think it's going to be true. So make sure you guys are subscribed, notifications on Twitter and Twitch and down below. Maybe do some fun birthday stuff throughout either today, throughout the next few days. So definitely follow up on Twitch, just have some festivities, and let's go watch into it. So as I've mentioned, I have been seeing everything. Like, I've been seeing Baldur's Gate, which is not even necessarily a PlayStation exclusive. It might be like a timed one just inadvertently, and people comparing that to Starfield. I've been hearing people go and comparing Halo into literally every single game. We've heard people go and complain that Xbox is just buying out all the talent they can, that Xbox can't even make a game, and that's why they even bought Bethesda in the first place for a few $1 billion, and just everything else is just everyone sitting here just assuming that, like, Xbox is wrong, PlayStation is right, or PlayStation is wrong, Xbox is right, or that Starfield's gonna be the best game, stay mad, salty Sony fans, or the opposite. And you guys can probably understand just by the intro of this video of how this is kind of, it keeps them popping on off. So if this is gonna just kind of chime in my thoughts, and Paul saying everyone allegedly hates console wars, and I'm one of those people where I gotta be honest, I don't mind it. I think it's fun to always discuss, like, the business exclusives and try to figure out which is the best. But my main understanding is that I just want you guys to be happy. Like, if you guys are watching this video and want to chime on in or ever hear my takes, if you like Xbox, you like Xbox games, go for it. You like PlayStation games, go for it. You like Switch games, you like sitting there playing Animal Crossing and make an island, whatever you like to do, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm one of those folks out there where I just have everything. I'll be honest. I have a PC, so I can play every single Xbox and Game Pass game, so I benefit from that. I have a PlayStation 5 console, so I can play the exclusives, and I have a Switch. I have literally everything. Like, so for me, as long as there's some good games out there somewhere, I like it. Now, I understand not everyone can be as in a fortunate situation, thanks to you guys who watch my videos, or jobs I do, or Twitch people, or whoever it might be. All of this means I'm very lucky, because not everyone can always afford a few $1,000s on a PC, or an Xbox, or a PlayStation. Or on the inverse, sometimes it would cost over $1,000 that you just have a PS5 and an Xbox. Some of you guys have kids, families, and all that. I get it. Like, it's hardcore stuff. So I'm very lucky, but I do want to say, like, I just want people to have good games. I just want people to enjoy it. And the fact that people have to go and fight between that or have, like, fanboy elitism is always really strange to see. And they even go and say that even the people participating in them don't even like them, but they're never going to stop as long as there's arrival plastic boxes and people only want to spend $500, not around $900 for both of them, even though they have been going on sale. But Starfield is about to, and already has started to, generate what is without question one of the most irritating console wars in ages. The main reason being that if Starfield had remained third party, rather than being gobbled up by Microsoft as an Xbox PC exclusive, no one would care, and I'd kind of agree. And that's why we've had so much scrutiny when it comes to things like the actual Activision acquisition, because that just means that people are going to be even more hypercritical of things like Call of Duty, the changes, new implementations, or any other various games that might come out. Think like a Crash Bandicoot or something like that. It's going to be a lot more more hardcore. Because at that point, if you spend $70 billion, you got to go have something to go and show for it. Rather for PlayStation, you may go build those studios on the ground up. And I think that's another kind of big take is that Xbox doesn't really have that many of their own individual studios. That's why there's a lot of memes of them just buying out competition with Microsoft's money and backing, which was kind of like a crazy take, but it's kind of somewhat true. Where, say, for PlayStation, they usually like to go and foster and invest and kind of pick up really homegrown studios and let them kind of go and flourish over time. Not to say that Xbox can't do that with companies like Bethesda or Activision over time, but it's crazy to go and see. So that's interesting. So but suddenly though, they have this one giant Bethesda game with the mega hits like Fallout 3, 4, Skyrim, and Oblivion behind it. It's supposed to be terrible though, according to PlayStation fans. And I've actually seen that take. I've had a lot of PlayStation folks be like, this game is probably gonna suck. This game has these weird limitations. We saw the drama with the maps basically just being kind of like reloaded, and you don't have a chance to fully walk around the entire circle. It's just a lot of little small things like that, which is not really the biggest issue. Even when I'm making these videos, and I think I kind of somewhat skew on PlayStation a little bit just because I kind of play a little bit more and more intrigued in that news most of the time, it's kind of crazy to see that Xbox itself is kind of getting so much hate for no reason. And it's all over the place. Like I said, it's on Twitter, it's on Reddit, it's literally everywhere. And it's just nuts because there's, like, what's really going on? It's just people are just making games, want to play games. Either you like the game or you don't. At least in my opinion. They're also saying that Microsoft fans are practically fainting from the excitement on the flip side. And I'm just one of those people, maybe I'm one of those rare folks, I'm just in the middle. Like, I just want to play games, I just want to exist, I just want to go and enjoy it. I will be playing Starfield. If it sucks, it sucks. If it's good, I'll go and praise it. If it's bad, I'll just be like, okay, on to the next one. We'll see what's going to happen with like Forza with Xbox. But I do want to say this is going to be a pretty big defining point. Because PlayStation has some, I don't want to say guaranteed hits, but Spider-Man's going to be pretty good. Final Fantasy 16 was pretty solid. There's a lot of other various games like Horizon Forbidden West or God of War that turned out really well. And same thing with Xbox, they really haven't had a major hit. There has been a little bit of a Halo Infinite kind of resurgence where people are liking it and they still have potential there. And as well, we are going to see Starfield. So we're going to see, but this is pretty much the very first like big step into this next generation where we just haven't had a chance to fully dive into it. We haven't had a chance to go and utilize it so far. And this is where this console fight is coming out a lot because people just want to see if Xbox can even prove themselves. But the thing is that they're kind of stuck in this bad situation. Or even if Starfield's one of the best games out there, I just think on the predisposition of everything with it, it's weird. Like, you know, it's like, they're not going to win. They're not going to have a chance to win. Like, because people are just already judging the game so far. And I just want to play it. I just want to sit down, relax, and put a few hours into it and probably just chill with people and see their thoughts because I want to enjoy the game. I want to enjoy the dialogue. I want to be diverse into it. I don't want to have to sit here nonstop debating on if it's good, bad, or ugly. And it's kind of funny because even Paul's like, hey, there's no real outcome for this. Like, if the game is amazing, PlayStation fans will be lamenting that Microsoft is basically going and doing all these monopolies and spending all this money on Activision and Bethesda and dropped $80 billion, which is an insane amount of money no matter what you look at it at. Like, there's like some of the biggest companies in the world aren't even worth $80 billion. And they're going to go call them on out. And it is like somewhat of a okay justification. Like, it's okay to call it out. It's understandable. But on the part two is that, well, like, what else are you supposed to do? Like, how else do they compete with PlayStation? Or if the Starfield's just an okay game, they're going to go and basically judge the game for not living up to the hype. And I just think that Starfield might just be too much of a hyped out game. I just think it's kind of true. Now, I have expectations for it. If it sucks, like, I'm comparing this to like a Skyrim and Fallout experiences when they came out, with a few extra years too as well, because we're now 2023. But once again, if the game's going to be mediocre, Xbox fans are going to be like, well, we tried our best, we liked it. And then PlayStation fans are going to be like, well, you'll guess what? Baldur's Gate's better, or all these other various games are better, or good job, Xbox, for spending $10 billion. And if the game itself is horrible, PlayStation fans are going to feast on that and make fun of this game forever, because we really don't know any other big major game coming out soon. Maybe Fable, but we don't have a release date on that. Maybe Forza, but it's very niche because it's more of like a moto sim racer. It's also, obviously, racing games are not as big too typically, and their Halo already flopped, so then people are just going to be hating on Xbox forever. And I kind of feel bad because I do think Xbox seems like they're trying, and especially off the news of the PlayStation Plus price points going up, it's a little bit, you know, different. Like, I don't know. I think it's fun. I think Xbox has gotten a lot of scrutiny this past few months. Same with PlayStation, but it almost kind of seems like PlayStation's getting a little bit too cocky and getting a little bit too, well, I guess, I don't know, too solidified in the markets to really have a chance to go and, well, utilize it, which at least in my opinion. So, I don't know. I'm very on the middle for this stuff. I'm not really sure my entire vibe, because it does seem like it's going to be back and forth. Like, I've been seeing so much discourse when it comes to Twitter. I mean, Twitter's always like this, but like, I've been seeing so much hate everywhere, and people are worried about the game, or they're going to be like unhappy with the game. In my opinion, the game's going to be like a $10 game if you wait for a few days and get Game Pass for $11. And at the end of the day, if it sucks, you spend $11, you can go spend that next 29 days on something else. And I don't think Game Pass is going to be a big deal with it. Now, am I sad they get rid of that $1 trial? Yes. Am I sad that they're, well, Gonna have back and forth fights almost no matter what, because that's just how the internet is. People like to argue, yes. But at the same time, PlayStation is gonna be, well, whatever. Like, there has been controversies all over Starfield, and I feel bad about it. And I just hope the game turns out good. So I've rambled on this one a little bit over here, because I just think it's gonna be, like, it's a hard situation to win. But I think if the game turns out good and we're going to like it, I'm excited. So give me your thoughts and comments. Do you guys think it's overblown? Think there's too much drama? What do you guys think with it? Let me know. And as well, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below in case you guys would like to go and follow. And of course, we're probably doing some birthday stuff as well. So check that up on Twitter and Twitch if you guys would like. I love you guys all so much. I'll talk to you guys all very soon. And if you guys are going to be checking out Starfield soon, enjoy it.